Imagine you are standing on the edge of a vast, prehistoric savanna. You see a herd of mammoth in the distance, enough food to feed your tribe for a month. You need to tell your companions to circle around the ridge, wait for your signal, and strike all at once. But there's a problem. You don't have a word for mammoth. You don't have a word for ridge. In fact, you don't have words at all. For 99% of our history, this was our reality. So, how did we build civilizations, survive ice ages, and conquer the planet in total silence? Before we had grammar, we had the point. It sounds simple, but the ability to point at something and have another human understand the intent behind it is a cognitive superpower. We used a complex proto-language of hand gestures and facial expressions that were so precise. You could explain exactly which berries were poisonous just by the way you wrinkled your nose. We didn't just use our hands, we used our entire bodies to describe a predator. You wouldn't say a lion, you would mimic its low crouch and the specific pitch of its growl. Here is where it gets weird. Early humans likely practiced iconicity, where our first words weren't words at all, but vocal imitations of the world around us. We didn't name the wind, we hissed like it. We didn't name the fire, we crackled like it. Recent studies suggest that even without a formal vocabulary, ancient humans could communicate complex emotions through musicality. We hummed to soothe babies and roared to intimidate rivals. Our ancestors lived in a world of vivid, sonic storytelling long before the first sentence was ever spoken. So, what changed? Evolution began to favor those who could coordinate better. As our social groups grew, gestures weren't enough. We needed to talk about things that weren't there, like the dream you had last night or a plan for next winter. Our brains developed mirror neurons, allowing us to map someone else's movements and sounds onto our own thoughts. The grunt for the danger is slowly sharpened into a specific name for leopard. We think of language as the thing that made us human, but the truth is, we were already us long before we spoke. We are the descendants of the masterminds and the silent strategists. Next time you find yourself speechless, remember, your ancestors ran the world that way for 1,000,000 years.